Let's see. Build viewer. I've got the conch. Let me change my video to your conch game later. All right, let's take a look at this. So, tier 10 British battleship of fun. You are choosing main armaments mod 1, damage control, aiming systems, damage control mod 2, concealment, and main battery. I just agree with all of it. It makes perfect sense. Nothing wrong there.
Can I just say one thing? This was before I replaced main armaments with the damage party one that goes in slot 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives it like almost 25-second action time, which is really nice for when you want to go dark and prevent any fires from starting after you put them out.
I will say, this is a... Sorry, go ahead.
It does help, that first one.
I will say this is very useful for American battleships because they get the bonus to DCP immunity already. You can use this in British. Yes, it does help you to get out of trouble. It really depends on how you're going to use it to synergize. Isn't there a commander skill that helps with DCP? Is it this one?
To Adrenaline Rush, yeah.
So I thought there was...
Sorry.
This one, emergency repair expert. You get 10% action time for DCP, and then you get an extra 20% with your modules. So those two work hand in hand together.
Yeah.
So
that's why I put the module in there, because it's as much as like, hold on, to look it up in game.
Well, you don't have to. I can look it up right here.
Because I think it's close to what the American would be.
So you get 23 seconds of action time, which is, if you think about it, the American plus... It's the American plus the emergency repair expert, right? It's close to it. Think about what that means on an American battleship. It's very sexy on American battleships. Anyways, what you got is fine for Conqueror. Let's move on. Take a look at your commander build. You've got repair specialist. Makes sense. You've got grease the gears. Interesting. Grease the gears is good if you are in close contact with enemies often. If you play more of a standoffish battleship, you're just slinging HE, then grease the gears isn't as necessary. But okay, fine. Adrenaline Rush makes perfect sense. The 3 down here makes perfect sense for tanky stuff. And then because I know how you play, more mid to close range, Gunfeeder and Grease the Gears work well together. All right, for consumables, flags, thank you so much for wearing protection and not detonating. Ram flag, less time on fire, heal boost, anti-air, and your consumables. Now, what's interesting is you're not going for the flood. Why are you not going for flood recovery time too?
I actually didn't put that on until a little later match.
Got it.
Keep in mind, this is when Andrew was in training. Andrew Cunningham, that's the commander that's currently on this.
Got it.
Still leveling him up.
I saw that. Okay. So you are bottom tier technically because it's super ships and regular tier 10s. No subs and no carriers, so you paid off Matchmaker quite well.
There goes my tax refund.
So that's why you run the anti-air flag, because it's a talisman, it wards off the carriers. Conqueror does have pretty darn good anti-air, but the thing about Conqueror is its anti-air is mostly centered around its medium range anti-air. I can't seem to pull it up here. I can't pull it up. But the problem with that is the mid-range anti-air gets stripped away from the Conqueror very quickly and easily. So while it has a lot of anti-air, understand that if you get smacked by HE quite a bit, a lot of those guns are gone. Dragonith, you usually DCP floods, but let fires burn on super heal ships. Criticism welcome. I mean, the thing is, fire and flood is both 100% recoverable. So, I mean, regardless of what you pick, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Oh, I thought the flood... Is it direct torp damage that's not recoverable?
Correct. The torpedo damage typically does 33%. I think it's 33% recoverable. So torpedo damage, direct torpedo damage hurts a lot. But the flood itself is 100% recoverable.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know that.
Today you learned. No, flood's definitely not permanent. Also, ramming damage is 100% recoverable too. So if you ram somebody, you can just hit a button and heal it up.
I've done that a few times in Conqueror. Like
yes,
that clip
you
I
have.
put up with the Johan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa, what just happened? Anonymous gifter. Dude, thank you so much. We have an anonymous gifter gifting 10
Anonymous gifted
subs.
JassFat_ a subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to JassFat_.
Dude, thank you so much. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, whoever that is.
Anonymous gifted master underscore
Wow.
a subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to master underscore un.
Very nice, Ghost. I agree. Guys, if any of you guys were gifted a sub, hey, guess what? That means you get a replay covered, alright? Let me know. Today we're done, but damn.
Anonymous gifted just underscore Mick
could do this
underscore
for,
here
next time.
subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to just
Yeah, tomorrow,
underscore Mick
exactly.
underscore here.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Stevie slideshow time. We haven't talked about that. I'm so sorry. So that's Stevie and his mom and his brothers right there.
Anonymous
sleeping.
gifted seal to 155 a subscription.
Point
An
something
anonymous
out. If you look
user
at the
gifted a
minimap,
tier 1 sub to seal to
Two of our DBs haven't been
155.
spotted. Look where our third DB is.
In the cap. Why not? That's awesome. There you go, giving Stevie some love.
An anonymous user
Write
gifted a
this
tier
down,
1
chat.
sub
This
to
is why you
Terrasun
always play the
underscore.
middle, so you don't... Like, if this was a standard battle, that druid could have easily capped. This would have been over in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's Stevie and his first girlfriend, Zelda. They love to cuddle
Anonymous
together.
gifted Big
So
underscore
cute.
Gunner a subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Big underscore Gunner.
Let's not ask.
That's Stevie grabbing a Wii U remote. Or not Wii U, just a Wii remote.
Probably Stevie telling you how to play the game.
Anonymous gifted Alex underscore Huck a subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1
Now,
sub
I
to
like the
Alex
spamming of
underscore
HE
Huck.
here. Makes perfect sense on this ship.
And with the Cunningham, you get that bonus once you do X amount of damage with HE.
Isn't it a Witherer?
An anonymous
that's
user
not
gifted a
the-
tier 1 sub to me.
I forget
It's
what
okay.
it is.
Yep. There's Stevie again with the Wii one. Well, no, it's Witherer. If you get a Witherer, I thought it's you get a bonus. But you also get a bonus for 2 kills.
Anonymous gifted John Grievous
torpedo
a
hits or
subscription.
floods,
An
which
anonymous
you're not gonna
user
get
gifted
unless
a
you
tier
ram
1
2
sub
ships.
to Jorn Grievous.
Listen, it's BigO. I wouldn't be surprised if he finds some way to ram 2 ships.
There's
I would not
Stevie.
be surprised.
Stevie with his mother.
Anonymous gifted Bull 6212 a
How old was
subscription.
baby Stevie?
An
Stevie in
anonymous
that
user
picture
gifted a tier 1
was
sub to
probably
Bull
4 weeks old.
6212.
Elusive. Probably 4 weeks old. That was outside our backyard. Double strike ram, right, Dragonith? I mean, that's about it. So you're probably not going to make that. But hey, whoever that sub gifter was, thank you so much for gifting those subs. I really do appreciate that. That was fantastic. And that takes us that much closer to getting my wife to Anchors Away, which is huge. Absolutely huge.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Oh, your adrenaline finally kicked in.
The only reason I'm playing in the back this much is because I know that the Yueyang has long-range torps, 2 racks, and speed reloader. So, no thank you.
Okay. Again, those of you guys who were gifted subs, if you've got a replay you want me to cover, you let me know. Just keep in mind, we're going to end after this replay, and then tomorrow we'll be doing some more. So, Conqueror is one of those ships that, like, honestly, it's so easy to play. You can play it just brain dead. You just HE, spam all the things. You get 1/4 HE pen, which means you will break a ton of things in it. You'll start a ton of fires. And then you got the super heal when you get in trouble.
It does have two weaknesses. One,
The Citadel?
The Citadel's slightly above the water and exposed, but if you're angled properly, it'll bounce or just do a full pen.
Yep.
And the second thing that I keep arguing all battleships should have is it's not have hydro.
So, Dragonith, you must be doing something wrong. Hey, dude, send me a replay of you in the Conqueror. We can take a look at it. But if you look at what BigO is doing, is he is keeping his distance. I don't like that you're stuck bow in, but at least you're reversing here, which is smart.
The enemy team just is not focusing me.
And you're very fortunate for that, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm also, I don't want to push in because I know that Yueyang's gonna see me and be like, hey, nuke this guy.
That's right.
I think the problem is the YY decided to let you live, to be honest.
Yes. I mean, he's got the deep water torpedoes. He could easily get on your flank. He shot at you earlier, but it feels like he's playing very long range. So, like SAT says, I agree. You should be turning out here. Especially now that the Patrie's dead. Actually, ironically, I might turn in and around. I'd flip my guns to the right side of me. And, oh, never mind, there's a Yueyang.
Yeah, I was trying to find him with the ASW. I didn't realize he popped up until now.
So, watch how many modules he breaks here.
Goodbye,
All of them?
tortoise.
You killed both of his torpedo tubes. You literally took away his everything that makes him effective here.
And now you ram them.
No. And I'm guessing why he didn't smoke is that's a radar, Yueyang.
It very well could be. In which case, you're even less afraid of him now. And goodbye, Yueyang.
I'm sorry, little one.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not.
Dragonich, is it within EULA to stream games inside Discord or Twitch live coaching? That'd be fun to watch. No, it's not. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things that I have on my Patreon. Since you asked, right there, if you, I think it's 3 or 4, one of the 2 tiers of Patreon, I'll do that. I will literally sit and coach you, as long as you're cool with it, and we can possibly do it on stream or whatever. I've never actually done that. People have subbed to my Patreon at tier 4 and haven't asked me for it, but damn, I'd love to do it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's not against.
Pardon me, I'm just gonna farm some defense ribbons on the Mecklenburg.
I mean, that's good. Absolutely good. Now, you're double clicking and you're salvo firing. I would single fire ripple. I find personally that against targets that are very narrow to you, I find that my shells are more accurate if you ripple fire. In other words, you hold down left mouse button instead of double clicking.
Okay.
And that could be like what you just did right there.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I just find it's more accurate. That maybe it's not, but it is definitely a hard habit to break. Yes. Dragonith, that's true. The idea of cheating. I mean, you know, nothing stops me or anybody else from hanging out in a Discord window during a clan battle and calling. In Clash of the Classes, WTFA had somebody from Bonksy, whatever it is, Bonksy, shadow calling, and they were literally just saying, hey, watch out for this, watch out for that, go do this, go do that. They won a ton of games when that happened. There's your Witherer.
Yeah, and
Main battery reload time reduced.
I still haven't used one heal.
No, you haven't. And you've got an Ohio coming up on you. And by the way, I want to note this kind of playstyle. Look at the damage he's done. 144 and ticking 1,000 damage. Yet you're still not winning this game. Because playing for damage doesn't necessarily win you the game.
Mm-mm.
You'd
Are
rather
they
ask
not
the lead.
winning?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How are they not winning?
Well, okay, there's two things. One is that they're tied up, so when I play this game, if I'm tied, I'm losing. I put myself in that mindset. And two, if you look at hit points, he is lower on hit points. Yes, he's higher on cap positioning and points, but I don't treat that as like I'm winning until like the very end, if that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at map control. The Ohio's gonna die.
Yes,
He's
because
with the DD, so the Mecklenburg's gonna run away. So once the enemy caps D, it's a 2-to-1 race still.
Yep.
My teammates are either a hindrance or a bullet sponge. He's still got all of his heals.
I love your dispersion, by the way. That was terrible. Now, the Ohio DCP'd, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because I think it would have been better to get your rear turrets on the Mecklenburg back then instead of fire your rear turrets on the Ohio, because he DCP'd, you know you're not going to get a fire on him.
I think more importantly, the Mecklenburg was burning and losing HP. Your shells don't make it in time.
Well, in that one, yes, but back up to the previous salvo would have made it.
Can you pause this for a minute?
Why?
Because I want to explain the mistake I made by going around this island, even though I
Okay.
did deal with the Ohio.
Pause?
Took your guns out of the game.
Yes, exactly. I took my guns out of the game, which caused the druid and the repub to die, unfortunately. But
Okay.
everyone knows me by now, so I'll just let it play out from here.
Okay.
But
Reporting
look,
the target
just to
position.
counter your argument, Big O, you also preserved your HP because they couldn't shoot back at you. Right? Like I said, worst case scenario, right? Oh, look, they got the cap.
Mm-hmm.
You have to face your sleeve in. It doesn't matter what you shoot at it. It's just going to eat damage, right?
Yep.
Underer doesn't get your super heal, so it's probably going to be an HE slap fight, and it's an Nevsky, which, what are you going to shoot? I don't know. HE, because anybody with the brain knows how to angle is going to angle, or you just yeet them.
You're gonna eat those words.
What?
You'll see.
I won't eat my words.
You will.
Just saying, this is what I would be thinking, not what's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, SAT, that's true. When you're scroll wheel zooming, as we can see happening here with BigO, it does cause a slight delay in your ability to shoot quicker. So it impacts your DPM, your damage per minute. It's honestly too late for that Thunderer to run, or the Republic to run. You're better off asking the Repub to just YOLO charge and kill whatever he can. Nevsky gets over. So these are.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
What are the? Are they?
Are
they like-
sixes?
No, they're bigger. I thought they're 419s.
Yeah, 419s.
Right, and you divide that by 4 because it's 1/4 HE pen. So 419 divided by 4, you're penetrating 104.75, 105 millimeters of armor. Paramount.
once again,
congratulations.
Pause this one more time.
At the end of the day, HE doesn't care about angle. It just cares about thickness.
Now, I know for a fact that's a permafire. I know the
Why?
Nevsky is looking at me, and I know the Schlieffen's going to be looking at me. What do you think I should do here?
First of all, why do you know it's a permafire in the Thunder?
He just DCP'd.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've got a Schlieffen and you've got a Nevsky. Smart play, in my opinion, is to turn out here and kite away. And you can slow down and even reverse if you want, but that allows you to control the engagement. Now, you are BigO. You are going to YOLO in and AP him on the side.
And I also know both of those ships, and this is just me knowing, have torps. So who do you think I'm going to target first?
The Thunderer.
No.
Schlieffen. I think you're going to fire at the Schlieffen first.
Let's see.
The Nevsky would be the correct shot, no matter what.
I mean, might as well if he's the only person you've got a shot on.
It's the most HP out there, and it's the potential one kill. One shot, one kill.
You got the Thunderer. Stingray, you just
Here
made
comes the
Gale leap.
airplane.
Look at the Citadels. Double Citadels with HE.
No, that wasn't HE.
Oh, was it AP? Okay, sorry. I didn't catch that. It's a replay bug. But nice.
It's nice. It's slowing down for you.
Very nice. How long does it take to get the oil for the clan mission, Stingray? I'm not sure what you're asking for there, personally. Oh, look, Schlieffen. Time for your next super heal. You only have 2 more or 3 more.
Now, the reason I stopped focusing Nevsky is because he's running away, Schlieffen's pushing in, and I know he has 2 racks of torps. Or if I don't know if they have destroyed them.
And your
fire.
HE has a very large area of damage, plus good penetration.
Well, plus Schlieffen's got your broadside.
That too.
There you go, you just perma'd one of his torpedoes. And Parmo, congratulations on finishing the Brisbane grind. It's a lot of work, it really is.
Now Schlieffen's showing me a little too much side. There's the crack.
It is, I agree with you, SAT. There's no reason to turn in like this. You're very fortunate that the Schlieffen gave you as much of an angle as he did, right? So that you can just smack him with your HE and just break all of his things, set him on fire, all that stuff. But hey, it worked.
I didn't catch the full damage, but I think I got close to, if not at or just over 240,000 damage in this match.
Here's our replay render. Chat, are you guys okay if I show you a cheap and easy way to get potential damage, that mission done? Is that good for your Brisbane? I'll leave you with that, a parting gift, if you're okay with it. Ghost says yes. Dragoness says yes. Okay. If Schlieffen had 10k more HP, it'd been different. Probably. Now, what I'm going to show you might be considered toxic. It might be considered unsportsmanlike. But I don't frickin' care because I want this mission done. Just putting that out there. Anything else, BigO? I mean, it was a good example of what works for the conch. I don't know. You guys tell me, should that go out on YouTube?
I'm in favor of it, but if not, that's cool, man. I don't care either way. This was just me dumpstering on everyone in this match. As you so kindly put.
You did a nice job of showcasing the strengths of the Conqueror, right? Setting things on fire and then not dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen plenty of your replays, BigO, and I gotta say, I'm noticing that you are becoming less super aggressive to the point where you're much more careful about what you're doing, which is good to see. Hey, I got my 4-hour drop. What do you know? Go ahead and claim that. Terrace Mark won the giveaway. Nice. All right. Well, not much to talk about with your replay. I mean, you did the thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was just that one point going around A that took me out for a bit. Maybe if I didn't go around A, if I went through it and dealt with Ohio that way, I probably could have helped the repub, but
Honestly, I would have done exactly what you did. I would have gone straight through. I would have killed the Repa or the Ohio, and then looked at what opportunities that you had. I don't fault you at all for what you did. I would have done the same thing.